and the Skinny Monkey, the Christmas Wish. When Ruby and Skinny Monkey woke up on Christmas Eve, Mummy came into their bedroom and said they were going to go into town on the bus. They were all going to see the beautiful Christmas lights and the huge Christmas tree in the town square. Ruby and Skinny Monkey were very excited. They loved going for bus rides and they really loved Christmas lights. Ruby put Skinny Monkey safely in her backpack with just his little furry face showing so that he would be able to see. On the way to the bus stop, it started to snow. Ruby was so excited. She loved snow. Skinny Monkey was excited as well. He could feel the cold snowflakes settling on his face as he looked up. The snowflakes looked like beautiful stars. Ruby felt Skinny Monkey wriggle with excitement in her backpack. Ruby and Mummy had to run to catch the bus because they were a bit late. The bus was very busy because everyone was going into town to see the lights on Christmas Eve. Mummy and Ruby found a seat. Ruby sat near the window. Ruby took Skinny Monkey out of her backpack and put him next to her so they could watch the snow falling together. The bus came to a stop in the town centre and Ruby could see the Christmas tree. She was so excited. She put Skinny Monkey back in her backpack and ran after Mummy. As Ruby jumped down from the bus steps, poor Skinny Monkey bounced right out of her backpack. Skinny Monkey tumbled right down into the gutter in the slushy, muddy snow. Skinny Monkey was very frightened to find himself on his own in the wet, dark gutter. Ruby skipped alongside Mummy. Her eyes were shining with excitement as she looked at all the sparkling lights. When they stopped in front of the Christmas tree, Ruby looked up and up and up. The tree was huge and right at the top was a beautiful Christmas fairy holding her wand. Mummy crouched down beside Ruby and asked her if she would like to make a wish. Ruby screwed up her eyes and thought really hard. Then closed her eyes and wished that every boy and girl would have a very happy Christmas. When Ruby opened her eyes, she looked up at the fairy, and she was sure that the fairy winked at her. After Mummy and Ruby had looked in a few shops, Mummy said it was time to go home because it was getting very dark and very cold. Ruby was glad that it was home time because there were so many people in the town. It was quite tiring dodging all their legs. When Mummy and Ruby got home, Ruby reached into her backpack to see if Skinny Monkey had enjoyed his trip to town as well. She searched and searched, but she couldn't find him. Ruby was very upset, so Daddy had to go back to town. He trudged through the snow looking for Skinny Monkey. Daddy couldn't find Skinny Monkey because Skinny Monkey had been washed into the big drain near the bus stop. Skinny Monkey looked up when Daddy walked past, but Daddy didn't look down the drain. Poor Skinny Monkey, poor Ruby. Ruby had to go to bed without Skinny Monkey on Christmas Eve. She was very sad. Skinny Monkey shivered in the drain. It was so wet and cold. When all the people had gone home to settle down and wait for Father Christmas, Skinny Monkey heard a rustling noise behind him in the drain. He shook with fright. Suddenly, out of the dark, a big, fat, hairy mouse appeared and started to drag Skinny Monkey back out of the drain and up to the street. After a lot of struggling and panting, he managed to pull Skinny Monkey free. Suddenly, Skinny Monkey was staring up at a shiny fairy at the top of a huge Christmas tree. The fairy winked at Skinny Monkey and waved her wand. A big red fox came walking up to Skinny Monkey and picked him up. Skinny Monkey and the fox set off through the snow. Skinny Monkey was very cold and very tired, but the fox was very warm. Skinny Monkey fell fast asleep. The fox ran on and on through a snowy forest, over some frozen moonlit fields, and over distant hills. When Skinny Monkey woke up, he was outside a little log house. The fox knocked politely on the door. The door swung open, and a lovely warm glow came out, covering Skinny Monkey and the fox. Skinny Monkey's eyes opened really wide as he looked at a big pair of black boots with some bright red trousers tucked into them, then a baggy red jacket, and finally into a face with a pair of smiley, twinkling blue eyes, almost hidden in a big, bushy white beard and white hair. "Father Christmas!" beamed Skinny Monkey. A big, strong hand reached down and gently patted the fox's head, then picked Skinny Monkey up. Father Christmas took Skinny Monkey to his workbench to clean and dry him. Back at Ruby's house, it didn't feel very much like Christmas anymore. Daddy came home without Skinny Monkey. Poor Ruby cried herself to sleep while Mummy stroked her hair, trying to make her feel better. All night, Ruby dreamed about poor Skinny Monkey, all on his own in the cold, dark, snowy night. It wasn't a very nice Christmas Eve. When Christmas morning came, Mummy woke Ruby up. Ruby felt strange waking up without Skinny Monkey. She was very sad. It wasn't a very nice Christmas morning. When Ruby went downstairs and looked under the Christmas tree, she saw lots of presents, but she still felt sad. Suddenly, behind all the presents, Ruby spotted a little head on a little Skinny Monkey body, with skinny little arms and legs and a long skinny tail. "Skinny Monkey!" squealed Ruby. Ruby ran over to Skinny Monkey and squeezed him tight in the biggest and longest hug ever. When Ruby finished hugging Skinny Monkey, she noticed a tag fastened to his tail with a bright red ribbon, and on the tag was written a message in beautiful handwriting. "My dear little Ruby, I heard about your Christmas wish, then how you lost your special friend. Because you wished for good for others, your Christmas I will mend. Here is just a little gift, your Skinny Monkey friend, Father Christmas." Ruby and Skinny Monkey had the best Christmas ever.